AFTV Lee, I don't know, it's 2 points dropped, obviously, because we had so many chances to win the game. Went into an early lead. We were saying to ourselves, oh, how nice that we've got into an early lead. We haven't conceded. And then we had a couple of chances after that to get 2, 3, even 4 goals. Blew them all. And then we conceded a goal in the most... I do not think this weekend, right across Europe, you are going to see a more ridiculous goal than the goal that we gave away, where Granit Xhaka just literally tried to pass the ball out to a player and hit Chris Wood, and the ball goes into the back of the net. I mean, and then after that, we had more chances to win it. Couldn't get it. We should have, I think, had a handball. I don't know what you've... I mean, it was an incident-packed game for the neutral, but for Arsenal, another disappointing day away.
Yeah, I think that game sums us all up. It sums up our season. Inconsistencies, the decision-making of our players at times, the chances we miss. I felt like in the first half, I'm going to say this, I thought we played really well. I thought we was controlling it, looked good, defensively looking sound, looking like we was going to score at will. Gets the goal, and then we miss chance after chance, some really good chances. And then we just shoot ourselves in the foot. The team has got this mistake in it all the time. And the frustrating part about it all is that we're 10th, 11th, 12th in the league. Nothing's improving because we keep making mistakes on the field. We keep missing chances. We then give away goals. How many got more mistakes that are going to lead to goals is incredible. It's one a week. It's one, every time we play, we give away a goal. And you cannot be doing it at this level and then expecting to be climbing the table, expecting to be getting up there. And you look at it now, 10th, 11th, 12th, we should not be in that position, right? I don't care who's manager, the players, whatever. It's a collective thing. I blame everybody. I blame the whole lot, the squad, the players, the manager has got to be culpable as well for that. It's just not good enough for this football club. It's not good enough.
What did you make of that goal? Whose fault is it? Because, there was a lot of people mixed on it. A lot of people saying, Leno, just kick the ball up the field. Why are you messing around with it there? There's other people saying, Xhaka. I mean, he's now made 8 errors that have directly led to a goal. That's more than any other player in the Premier League since 2016-17 season.
Yeah, well...
And, that's horrific. That's a horrific stat.
It is. And hindsight is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. When the goal goes in, everybody, and probably quite rightly so, Leno should have probably hit out the field. If I look at it from Leno's point of view, when he gives it to Granit Xhaka, probably the only thing that he can do is give it back to him. But it ain't really his fault. The fault has to go down to Granit Xhaka. His first touch is poor, which means... and then once his first touch is poor... There's only one thing that he can do, and it's try and do what he's done.
But he could have passed it back to the goalkeeper.
Well, he could have done. He could have
passed it back to the goalkeeper. He could have tried to hold on to it. He could and shield it. Well, he has got his back to goal. He could have done anything apart from what he made the worst possible choice that he could have made.
Yes,
and then even in that position, trying to almost like he's trying to curl it round Chris Wood. I mean. He turned into a prime Ronaldinho all of a sudden. Lump the ball up into row Z if worse comes to worse.
Exactly, and he hasn't done that.
Kick the ball out for a corner if worse comes to the worst.
And he hasn't done it. I think his first touch was poor, and that's what put him in the position that he does, and he's made a mistake. And that's it. But he ain't the first one to do that. As you say, he's made more mistakes than anybody else. But next week it'll be somebody else. A week ago it was Danny Ceballos. You know what I mean? A week ago it was Xhaka and Willian. All these players have got a mistake in them. And everybody be highlighting Granit Xhaka today, and rightly so, but I also, so the forwards with their misses today have got away with it. Because
Saka was awful today, wasn't he? He's been brilliant this season.
Listen,
he was poor today.
He was poor today. And as you said, people saying about resting in him and everything like that, sometimes momentum's a big thing in football. You're playing really well, you put him out of the firing line. It's a difficult decision. I will say with this, a lot of people are criticising the manager today about team selection. Listen, today he's got one eye on on Thursday. He's got one eye on Thursday, so I'm not going to criticise him on his team selections today.
You know what?
Whatsoever.
You better have all eyes.
Well, now
all eyes on Thursday and beyond, because
and it might not come
if we don't come through that.
It might. Listen, get used to it. Because, like, you know,
I don't want to get used to it.
Well, I'm telling you, but with this team and these players, they've got mistakes in them, Robbie. And there'll be mistakes against Olympiacos. Whether we get away with them or not, that's another thing. And it will continue to do so. The manager today, I don't. You cannot blame the manager for today or whatever. Like, what I will blame the manager for is that we're 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th in the league. That's not acceptable. And when people turn around and say, you know, oh, it's this and this, it's that, he is not getting the best out of these players. I look at someone like David Moyes at West Ham. He is getting what I would turn around and say, he is getting the best out of his players. And Mikel Arteta's not. We continue to keep making these mistakes. Now, so you've just made a great point there about Granit Xhaka. He's made 8 mistakes that led to goals, yeah? Right? Well, he continues to keep playing him, so he's going to continue to make mistakes if you're not going to be culpable for making those mistakes. So, like for Granit Xhaka, he knows he's going to play next week because there's no accountability to it.
There's no one else.
Well, there's no one else because he continues to play him all the time. Out of all those players, I think every one of them's been rested bar him. Now, you know, so that's the point there. But ultimately, you know, we've again, as poor as it has been from the goal scoring point of view and everything like that, the frustrating part about it is right, the forwards haven't done their jobs. You can argue the manager's not done his job, the defence has not done his job, and VAR's not done its job as well today. It's done its job with the one on the shoulder, great decision, right? And you know, I applaud them for that. But there's a blatant handball in there, right, today. When I watch other games and I've seen them given, why is that not given? And there's got to be an explanation for that.
The player's got his hands out like this, right, in a goalkeeper type stance, right? Is that a natural position?
No, and he stops.
It's a natural position if you're aeroplane.
Yeah,
you know, that's about it. I mean, that was a horrendous. All you want in this thing is consistency.
It's consistency, is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Robbie. We're all moaning, and I'm frustrated as anybody because Arsenal are not consistent as a team. We're not. But then, you know, nor are the officials. They're not consistent, and it's frustrating. And I don't want to go down the route of blaming VAR today and blaming the referees because ultimately, it's down to us that we've not won this game today.
In a game with fine margins, those decisions still cost you 3 points.
Of course it is. It's fine margins.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams that have had off days. If you look back at teams that have won league titles and won cups and things like that, where they're having an off day and it's that penalty that gets them the win.
Yeah, of course.
You know, the referee, I just can't understand how it's not a penalty.
I totally agree with you. And I can't argue with you on that point, like, you know. And what we'll see is someone else get a penalty, maybe this game on a Sunday or Monday, and you'll go, "Oh, that's a penalty." It's frustrating, but ultimately, you know, we've been let down by it. You know, they are there to do the rules, and I feel a little bit cheated by them not doing that today. I'm frustrated because I'm watching Arsenal really play well in the first half and shoot themselves in the foot again, and that is the frustrating part of the day. But and it's too many times. It's too many times. You know what for me is, and I said this today. What the frustrating thing about Arsenal is, we cannot get on a run of winning games, win. It's too much inconsistency. And I look at it today. We've all said in there today, oh yeah, we'll win today because of what's happened against Leicester, and then all of a sudden you think, well, now I'm going to think, well, I don't know if we can beat Benfica, Olympiacos. You know what I mean? We've got Spurs coming up, so you know. Listen, I'll tell you that now. Let's just hope we've missed enough chances today that next week we don't miss them over them. You know, Sunday, Thursday are 3 very, very important games. Let's just dust ourselves down and forget about it. But it is frustrating.
Today's show is sponsored by Profit Accumulator, the UK's #1 match betting service. So what is match betting? It's a method that's used by individuals to profit from free bets and incentives offered by bookmakers. By leveraging one bookie's offer against another bookie's offer, it's possible to ensure that the odds are in your favour. And when you sign up to Profit Accumulator, They will walk you through how to do match betting with their easy to follow video guides. Profit Accumulator have a friendly 7-day-a-week customer support team that will help you with any questions that you might have. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and you can start your Profit Accumulator journey today and you won't regret it.